Girl, have you ever realized you was the only one sitting in a room full of people that was all slouched down in your seat, posture looking ineffective? Girl, if you don't sit up straight, pull them shoulders back, and look like the bill is coming in your name, I swear. Some of us just be walking around like we background characters in our own life. But we're about to fix that today because you probably never even paid enough attention to know. If you ever found yourself slouching so bad to the feeling like the room collapsing, come on, we got to get into this and why it's important and why I always tell you before we get into this, sit up straight, take a deep breath, let it out, let it go. Crack your neck this time like you're getting down to some real business. Go ahead, get it in there. Come on. And I want you to say this with me. Repeat this. I am the CEO of my life. I am the CEO of my home. I am the CEO of my money. I am Chief Executive Officer. All right. Do you feel the release and the shift in that? Or better yet, remember back in the day when you would pretend to be in a music video in the mirror right before you go to school? You was on to something. You had the right idea. So we're going to talk about the science and the confidence behind posture and how it can give us power in any room. Let's get into this tea. Okay. Your body is not just a carry-all. Your body is not just a Uber or Lyft for your brain and your organs. It's a full-on co-pilot. It signals you. It speaks to you. It communicates with you. In psychology, they called it embodied cognition. That's kind of like the brain is functioning through the cells of the body. And this is what it really means. However you stand, however you move, however you pose, this physiology can literally change how you feel, how you think, and respond to things. Because it's just like in theater when you're on stage and they give you a script. Of course, you want to memorize your script, but you're going to use your body mostly to memorize the script. Because when you say the line, power pose, you're going to point to the left. Power pose. And the body remembers that. And so when you get on stage to actually fulfill the script, you don't have to do a whole lot of memory because the body is doing it for you or helping you. It's doing it along with you. That's right. And this there was a study that said how standing like Wonder Woman for 2 minutes can boost your testosterone, that confidence juice, the chemical that's exposed into the body, released into the body, should I say, and lower stress, brings down cortisol. The junk gets released from moving the body and positioning the body in certain ways. Of course, you know about yoga, which is also another body to mind activity. Okay. So I want you to unleash your inner CEO using your body and these power poses for your success. And I want you to give this a try for the next couple of weeks. Try this for the next 30 days, okay? And we're going to do these together like we in gym class. Like I don't want to be the teacher. I never want to claim the title teacher. I'm more like the substitute, the cool sub that come in and take over when the teacher ain't available. So I'm going to be the cool sub and come in and I'm going to show you some poses. Can we do that together? So I want you on your feet. And for this first pose, we're going to do, it's called the Wonder Woman pose, or you could call it Superwoman pose. And all you're doing is standing with your feet wide and your hands on your hip. Remember what they say, let your backbone slip. Stand up and give me that power pose today. Yes, that's it. And you survey the room with power. Chin up. That's right. And the attitude says, I am the winner. I am the prize and the winner. And you can feel the shift when you do that with your body. It says that you're stepping into the main character right now in this segment. Now, the second pose I want you to remember is the V pose, the victory pose. And this is done all the time by celebrities. And you think they doing it because they uh, um, was maybe in a moment of victory, but they know that this is a great way to get response from energy from other people. So you're going to use the V. And who y'all see do this all the time? I'm not even going to say their name, but you know there's a certain celebrity who's always in victory, and there's reason behind it. So I want you to try that with me for a minute. And if you notice, just going up like that feels like relief, release, and catch. Now, when you put your arms up, that's a game-winning shot right there. Okay. Bonus points if you could smile with it. If you could brand them pearly whites with it. Now, this next pose is called the expansive pose. And do this with me because you could do this seating or standing. And this is most of the wealthy people take up this expansive boss pose because this is a pose where you just take up a lot of space. And I got my feet crossed and I got my knee out. And you take up much space with your feet grounded with no apologies. Even if you're standing, you could be standing in a way that you're just taking up a lot of space. And this says, I belong in this room. And I belong in every room I walk into. This is your power. And your body will respond accordingly. And you will find yourselves in even bigger rooms when you start taking on this analogy. Now, for this next part, I want to talk beyond the poses, okay? Let's talk about some real world hacks, some real world confidence hacks, power hacks. We notice that number one is posture. This is your power because when you're sitting up straight, you won't be ignored, you won't be overlooked. You're not a folded chair. Slouching is such a scam, it's such a sneaky way to be. It's such a sneaky way to try to not be exposed. You don't look genuine. Now, who would you rather speak to? Okay. The next communication hack, of course, we learned this in grade school. Eye contact is extremely important for a power position. And I know a lot of you women out there following this channel looking out to be leaders in leadership roles and possibly even CEO roles in a company. So you need to distinguish and learn how to make great eye contact, not staring people down, but a great eye contact says, I'm listening, I see you, and I see you see me. Next, you're going to do a voice check because this is important with power. You say it slowly. And I want you, I watched, what's this movie the other night on YouTube? The Devil Wears Prada. And Miranda Priestley was going up to make a speech at the end of the movie. And when she got up there, she spoke with such eloquence and such calm power that everyone had to be quiet to hear what she was saying. You could hear a pin drop. And she spoke with so much power. She spoke so slowly, as if the words were just falling out of her mouth. And this is what you're going to do in times where you need to be in a power position and be respected. You're going to say it low, say it slow. And remember, confidence is never loud, but clear, clear. So after your voice check, I want you to do a smile check. My dad used to always tell us, check your smile before you leave the house. Sure you got nothing in them teeth looking clean. Check that smile. And not that fake smile you got for your customer service version of yourself. I want you to give yourself a genuine compliment so that you feel a smile when you enter a meeting or you getting ready to take the stage. Give yourself a real compliment. I did this so well last time. Oh, I'm so prepared for today. and you give yourself that genuine smile. So beyond the poses, we still want to use these 4 confidence hacks that's going to help us open up the gate for the CEO in us to stand out with power and with purpose. Now, I'm going to show you some areas where you're going to use these power poses in real life situations. So let's say you have a job interview, and I used to love going on interviews more than I did going to the job. And I tell you the truth, I probably took more jobs than I worked because I was so good at interviewing and just talking with people and branding myself and representing who I was and what I wanted to do. And power posing also can help us in these kind of interviews. I've been on different types of interviews for study abroad. You could do interview for uh, let's see, jobs, of course, but there's many other positions where we are face to face with somebody, where they're reviewing us, reviewing what we've done, and listening to see how much power we can have with a company or with a organization. And for this, I want you to practice a pose and hold it for 60 seconds. I want you to stand in a bathroom mirror or stand in a stall if you're already there. Stand somewhere for 60 seconds in one of those poses. Pick your favorite and hold it. Do the victory. I mean, come on, especially people like public speakers. I'm talking to y'all, but do that V before you hit that stage and walk out feeling like you just won the Grammy, the Emmy of the Year for Best Life Transformation. Now, if you're doing a Zoom, you're doing a call, grab your power pose time before then. Take a power pose moment and then get on there and hit them with the facts and face them fearlessly, because the power pose will put you in a new mindset. It'll train you. It will train you to be fearless in front of people and to be able to stand with power, be able to stand with conviction, and be able to stand in no matter what room you walk in. Period, boo. Okay. So here's the thing. Trying to bring out your inner CEO. We conjuring the inner CEO. We're conjuring her. So here's the thing. You have to remember, confidence isn't just a feeling. It's a practice. I told you that. This is the secret. You can't get confidence without doing the work. That's the whole secret to confidence. You have to do it, and keep doing it. That's the only way to bring it out. So I want you to start. Remember that confidence is a practice and not a feeling. It's a pose before it's a mindset. So we take in the pose before we take in the mindset. Same thing you're doing for your thumbnails. It's a pose. And if you keep showing up like the CEO that you feel you can be, even when you don't like the circumstances, maybe if you're going through a hard time bringing out your CEO, eventually the world is going to start paying attention to you and paying you what you're worth. So try this every day for the next week, girl. Pose, breathe, speak to yourself while you're doing these power poses. Walk in these poses. Walk like your biggest dream just hit the direct deposit. And I can see you doing this and stepping into those shoes, that CEO feeling, that leadership feeling, that management role. I can see you stepping into that and using these in secret sometimes. These videos are not for everybody. So sometimes you don't want to force other people to hear what you learn. And I want you to take this into the closet if you have to and learn this for you. But of course, now you know, if you got a homegirl who needs this little nudge, she just need a push. She got the right ideas. Get her wheels turning with this video. And now that you got your power pose on lock, you got your power pose on deck, it's time for you to level up, homegirl. We're going to level up that money energy too. So click right here. Watch my next video on how to feng shui that wallet so we can make sure these coins coming in just as aligned as this spine. Ooh, okay. All right now. I will see you all over there in the next video.